What's up guys, I'm Deirdre. Welcome to my channel. Today I have got a trying new makeup video. We've got lots of good things to put on my face today, including the new RMS sunscreens, which I picked up on sale. I also have some About Face and a $3.50 dupe to the Patrick Ta blush in She's Giving. So if you want to see demo, application, and swatches, stay tuned. Let's get into it. Alright guys, let's play with some makeup. So first things first, my skin is already prepped. I did go in with my Solara Sun Care SPF. I just finished a mineral sunscreen review, so I was testing a bunch of new ones, and now I'm able to go back to one of my favorites. And you can see there's like barely any white cast once you rub that in. So the first product we are going to try out today is the RMS Supernatural Radiance Serum. These are SPFs of 30 and they are all mineral sunscreens. This is marketed as a sunscreen and skincare hybrid. There is squalane, niacinamide in this, and these come in 3 colors. I have the 2 lightest, so light and medium. I've only swatched these. I haven't used them on my face yet. I did already apply my SPF, so I'm not going to apply the full amount that I would need for the SPF listed on the bottle. I'm just gonna see what they look like and kind of get a feel for the formula. So here are the 2 different colors. This is the medium, of course, and then we have the light over here. So I think I'm just gonna do a mix of both today and apply them all over the skin. A bit of the medium and a bit of the light one. And it is pretty scented. Something you should know if you try to avoid scented products. I usually don't prefer scent in my products, so I'll definitely keep a close eye on if this is irritating to me or not. First impressions, it's really nice on the skin. It has a very healthy glow and a subtle radiance, but it's not something that's as impactful as the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter or the e.l.f. dupe or anything like that. It's much more subtle than that, which I definitely prefer. So we'll see how the rest of my products lay on top. Could go without that fragrance, but we'll see how it works. These are actually pretty expensive too. They are only 1 ounce of product and they retail for $48. I really don't think I would have picked these up unless I had found a 25% off sale from RMS. They were doing an anniversary sale, which I posted about in my community tab. So I took advantage of that pretty significant discount. So I don't have any new base products to try. So I'm gonna do my base and then I'll come back. Back after base, I just used my MAC Face and Body because I wanted to do something super light to see if I could still see the glow of that RMS sunscreen underneath. And granted, I haven't set anything with powder. I do think that that subtle radiance transfers through this skin tint and is really enhancing my glow. I'll have to continue testing these and I will definitely dedicate a solo review to these, especially once I use the amount that I should be using in order to get the SPF that's actually listed on the bottle. I also prepped my lips with this lip balm by Mented. I picked this up at an Ulta sale and it was $7. It reminds me so much of the Glossier lip balm, but I really like the applicator much better because it's just a bigger applicator, so it covers more of your lip space. It's called Balms Away Coconut Lip Treatment. Mented is actually coming from Pigmented, and the brand strives to include enough pigment to suit a wider variety of skin tones than is typically seen on the market. So thought that was a cool little backstory. I have not tried anything else from this brand, but when I was browsing Ulta, I did see that their stick foundation had like rave reviews. So now I'm interested in picking that up, but let me know if any of you guys have tried this brand. Oh, I have to update you. So this sunscreen, the Undefined R&R Sun Serum, I have gone through multiple bottles of this. So recently I was just doing that mineral sunscreen review. So I had a bunch of new ones to try and my favorites weren't getting as much use. So this probably sat untouched for about a month. And when I picked it up again, it has completely changed consistencies. You can hear that it's basically like water now, and the consistency, no matter how much I shake it, will just not go back to what it was. This is not what the consistency should be at all. Not only that, it's like coagulated now. This is definitely being returned to Ulta. The expiration date is 2025, and I also mark with a Sharpie every time I open something so that I know when it will go bad. And I opened this in May of this year, so it has been open for less than 3 months, and it doesn't expire until 2 years from now. But I had to let you know because I have recommended that sunscreen so many times in the past, and now that they're having these definite quality issues, I'm not sure if I can recommend it. I also checked the Ulta website, and I saw a bunch of people recently giving this 1-star reviews and mentioning the same concerns that I had. So I don't know if it's a bad batch. R&R needs to figure it out, and I'm definitely returning that to Ulta. Okay, back to makeup. So I bought this Super Dewy blush by Makeup Revolution. It's a liquid blush, and I really enjoyed it. So I picked up 2 new shades. I think I'm gonna go with the peach one today, but how fun are these? I really enjoy the application of these. The wear time is really decent too, and these are $3.50. Hold on, major development. Let me show you something. This is the Makeup Revolution blush. Very cool tone pink, very trendy like we've been seeing. And now let me swatch for you the new Patrick Ta blush in She's Giving, because these are so identical. This one again is the Makeup Revolution, and this one is Patrick Ta. This is like $38, and this one is $3.50. So of course you don't get the beautiful packaging or the powder blush, but if you're just trying to achieve a color similar to this, honestly, these are pretty much identical. So I'm going to take this shade, Fake the Flush, on the back of my hand. I just like to kind of rub it in and pick it up with a smaller brush to make sure I have an even application. This is what it looks like when it is rubbed out. So I'm just using a little mini Anisa foundation brush to pat that on, and it is so easy to put on. It doesn't pick up the product underneath. It doesn't go patchy. It is easy to sheer it out because at first they are rather pigmented, but you can absolutely adjust or build as you like. I feel like that RMS sunscreen is still poking through this just a little bit. For eyes, I got something really fun. This is the About Face Matte Fluid Eye Paint. I am familiar with the glitter eye paint, but not the matte formula. So I've been seeing a bunch of like minty eyes lately, and I'll put pictures up here, but I'm trying to recreate just a bright teal wing. So the eyeshadow is going to be super simple. I want this really to be all about the liner, but I'm going to lay down just the lightest shade in the Mario Ethereal Eyes palette just to set the entire lid. This is a BK Beauty Angie brush. To give the eyes some dimension, I'm just going to pop into a few of these lighter brown shades and then just sculpt out the above the crease. So that's good for now. We might go in a little bit heavier later, but I do want to tight line my top waterline because I find when I put bright colors on the liner of the top line, it tends to draw my eyes downward. So I like to counterbalance that by just putting a thick layer of tight line on the upper lid. I'm not going to use the doe foot applicator. I'm just going to take a brush and dip in just a tiny amount and then go in as a wing. This is going to require some cleanup. The color is beautiful. It's striking. It's very opaque. You only need the tiniest amount. I definitely would prefer to do this with a thinner brush, but we're just going to have to clean it up to make it look decent. It is getting on my eyelashes a bit. When I'm doing a bright liner like this, I like to keep it on the outer corner of the eye. I think that if I bring it all the way in or even more than halfway, that it does contribute to that just drooping of the eye appearance. Just gonna go in with this glitter shade, just lightly pack. Time for mascara. I'm just going to use my Tower 28 mascara and hopefully this look will come together. Look at how much of a difference that mascara makes. It's like quite insane. Have you guys heard of the Retrievals podcast? Definitely not a feel good. So if you're in a sad mood, don't know if this would be the best, but it is a wild, wild story about addiction and fertility and Yale. Let me know if you guys have listened to it. For lips, I have this new Undone Beauty Forever Lip, and it's in the color Pinky Beige. It comes with two sides. One is a more thicker marker side, and the other side is a thin marker side, and it's a lip stain. You're supposed to use the thin side to line your lips and the thick side to fill them in. So let's try that, even though they look the exact same color. Oh my god, it tickles so much. What? Oh my gosh. It's also like so thin. I'm just gonna try the thicker side. I usually kind of overline my lips on the sides because that's where my top lip, I think, is like missing the most volume. So just slightly outside right here. And then I bring it back. What? This is not Pinky Beige. What is Pinky Beige about this? This is red. I mean, it's pretty, but it is not Pinky Beige. Beyond the color, which is shocking, I really like how it applied. Can't say that I love this little side. I definitely think that it's more efficient to go in with the bigger side. Worked well as a liner. I'll have to see how well this stain holds up, but it's not drying at all. It's very thin. I can barely tell that I have anything on my lips, and I have been going in quite hard. Never had a chance to be Pinky Beige. Okay, I just got my Summer Fridays Cherry Lip Balm, and this I swear is like the exact same color. Wow guys, okay, that lip really took it up a notch. I was not expecting it to be this red. I don't hate it. I think it's a really pretty red, but I was envisioning something a little bit more muted with this eye, but I still think that I'll get a lot of use out of it. All right guys, that does it for me. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today and for considering liking and subscribing below. Sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think of this look.